Hey, it's Tyler from ActiveBeat. Smells good in here, doesn't it? That would be the lavender oil of today's episode for our series on essential oils. If you're just tuning in now, don't forget to check out our video on what essential oils are, how to use them, and what they do. So let's launch into lavender. First off, what is it and where does it come from? The plant lavender is in the mint family and found across the world. It's actually known formally as lavandula. Largely cultivated in temperate climates for garden and landscape purposes, lavender has narrow leaves with flowers that are commonly bluish purple. Lavender has been recognized since Roman times, but was subject to a more thorough classification in the 1930s, and it's primarily grown for the cultivation of lavender oil, what we're talking about today. You'll find lots of people claiming that lavender oil can do it all, including helping you sleep, calming your nerves, treating eczema, acne, and other skin issues, repelling nasty bugs, pain relief, helping with urinary disorders, respiratory disorders, blood circulation, and hair care. Okay, so that's what people use lavender oil for, but is that necessarily going to work all the time? Well, we like to get into the science of things here at ActiveBeat, so let's do that. There are actually two forms of lavender oil, lavender flower oil and lavender spike oil. The primary components of both in lavender oil are linalool, which is a naturally occurring terpene alcohol chemical found in many flowers and spice plants. That makes up about 51% of lavender oil. Linalool acetate is a naturally occurring phytochemical you'll find in flowers and plants as well, and that makes up about 35% of lavender oil. So does lavender do all the things it's often purported to do? Well, when it comes under the microscope, it's often been identified as a possible antiseptic and pain reliever, especially for things like burns or insect bites. And of course, the scent itself has indicated that it may help with relaxation and reduction of anxiety. The chemical components of lavender have even been refined into an approved anxiolytic in some places in the world, basically a low-dose anti-anxiety medication. So what about all those other uses of lavender I mentioned earlier? Well, there hasn't been enough scientific research to conclusively show that lavender oil works for, say, urinary disorders or hair care. There just hasn't been enough research. So now that we got the science stuff out of the way, let's talk about how lavender oil is used. First off, we gotta get disclaimers out of the way. You should never ingest lavender oil. Don't eat it. Lavender is usually meant to be applied topically and diffused for inhalation. In case you didn't know, diffusing means using methods to spread essential oils so their fragrance fills a room. This is usually accomplished with our diffuser. As for the topical application of lavender, a drop of lavender oil in a bee sting might stop itching or reduce swelling from an insect bite. For those that suffer from eczema, mixing several drops of lavender oil with a vegetable mixing oil can be applied to the skin. Will it work? Well, that's up to you to do your research and use at your own risk. Some people will advocate putting lavender into recipes to add a hint of flavor, but like we said, don't ingest it. Alright, that's lavender. Have you used it before? Are you gonna try it? Did it work for you, or was it no good? Add your thoughts and experience in the comments and let us know. Stay tuned for the next video in our series on essential oils, peppermint oil. See you next time.